Shalom. Kahala Yahal Bashem Yahushai, Bahashim Akakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of GMS, even the elders that came before them that taught us his truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word in truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. The Aquat that are listening, learning, being a pillar of rest, the 144,000, the one-third, the hopeful elect of Israel. I'm the brother Yahshua. I'm back with the WW3 Daily Update. Shalom and salutations to you all. I'm going to start right here, 2nd Ezra 13 and 29. Behold, the days come when the Most High will begin to deliver them that are upon the earth, the elect of Israel. And he shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell on the earth, and one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another. Okay. When I was younger, in the 1990s, I did some research on the Space Shuttle Challenger being shot down by a UFO. That's where we get this, and one realm against another. So I'm going to do some further research on that and see. I'm quite sure that they expunged anything on that, but I clearly remember there was research that a UFO shot a plasma beam and destroyed the space shuttle, and then it fell to the ground. Anyway, that's the war in heaven. That's another lesson, but that's what that means. One realm against another. This is World War III. One shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against, and one realm. Okay? The spirit realm, or the fourth dimension. Okay, we get that same reference right here in Joel. This is Joel 3. Let's get it here in the KJV. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Right? What's that? So this is Joel 3 and 11. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. This is going into World War III. Prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Jump down to 11. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. That's that World War III. Then, here's that other realm. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. That's when the angels, or when the UFOs start shooting down space shuttles, or if that is true at all, right? If there's any truth to the UFO shooting down Challenger, right, then it brings this scripture or this prophecy to fruition. Revelation 12 and 7. No, this isn't Satan getting kicked out of heaven, dummy. Okay? And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels. That would be a UFO, right? Which Michael and his angels, right? Let's get it here. Sometimes you got to show a picture. Picture's worth 1,000 words, but a nigga understands the picture. He don't understand words. Anyway. Okay, I'm going to use this description. Okay, there you go. There's the war in heaven right there. Now, for instance, if this was the space shuttle, this would represent who? The dragon. This is the dragon and his what? Here's Michael and his angels, right? The angels of God. And here is the dragon and his what angels? And the dragon fought in his blue angels, his blue angels, right? The blue angels. So if a UFO shot the space shuttle, right? And it crashed and burned, like we all know that it did that, right? That's what this is referencing. And there was war in this heaven here is the sky. Okay? Michael and his angels fought against the dragon. This is it, what it looks like. Michael and his angels. Right? That's the war in heaven, in the sky. Let's get that real quick. Right? Revelation 12 and 7. Heaven, right? Uranus, the sky. See that? The sky. What are we talking about? The vaulted expanse of the sky. Okay? Not this place where God dwells. That's a different heaven. The one we're talking about right here, the sky. Or the region where the clouds and the tempests gather. So, heaven, right? There was a war in what? In the sky, this heaven. There it is. And it's been going on. If there's any truth to the Space Shuttle Challenger getting shot out of the sky by a UFO, that's describing the ongoing war in heaven. Anyway, let's go to Marfogel TV. How many? 11 hours ago, we're going to let him give somewhat of an update. He can speak on Moab, the Chinese. This is Marfogel TV, escalation imminent. Escalation of what could it be? Marf makes his own beats. Marf make his own beats. Marf make his own beats.
China is leading rapid expansion of nuclear arsenal. Well, who wouldn't have guessed that? I think our entire community did, but again, what do we know? As a community, we have been talking about this for now 2 or 3 years.
We know that 200 million missiles are going to detonate on the face of planet Earth very soon. Nuclear missiles.
Of course, myself, I have actually watched this since before they announced their expansion, and I knew they were going to do this. And you could even see this back in the late 90s. You could see that this was one of their goals. They even mentioned this in Hollywood films back in the day. But China is, of course, accelerating its buildup of nuclear weapons, forcing the U.S. to more than double earlier estimates of its pace, the Pentagon's intelligence arm wrote in a report this week. Again, we have covered, if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button right now. We make sure to follow all of the government white papers, the press releases, the DoD executive orders, any of those kind of things you are going to know about if they are important right here. So hit that subscribe button if you want to know about it. But again, the Defense Intelligence Agency assessed that Beijing had around 200 warheads in 2020 and would reach at least twice that by the end of the decade. That's 2030. It says now the DIA says that China has already reached 500 such weapons and will have more than 1,000 by 2030. So if the original estimate then got completely changed, that means in the next year it is going to change again. This has changed now. 2023, they told us a different number, and in 2022 and in 2021, they told us a different number. If you remember, they changed this several times, most of which will be able to reach the U.S. China is undergoing the most rapid expansion and ambitious modernization of its nuclear forces in history, the report argued, though noting that Beijing's arsenal is still far below America's or Russia's. Now, I want to point out, I'm not pointing this out to scare people because guess what? They might not never use it. But having as many as the U.S. or as Russia puts them into a completely different compartment. And if they have the ability, if they have an edge in AI, autonomous drones, or anything as far as technology goes, if they end up having something that can cripple us, cripple our technology, cripple us, then they don't need their nukes, but their nukes would prevent us from nuking them.
What do they have? You see this? These low ball numbers? How do we know that these are low ball numbers? And we're going to go ahead and close out. So China's building up its arsenal. It makes sense. We're going to World War III. China is undergoing the most rapid expansion and ambitious modernization of its nuclear forces in history. Its nuclear forces, huh? Are those missiles? Let's see. And I heard the number of them, right? It's not the 144,000. It's the mounted troops. Revelation 9 and 16. Number 9. Revelation 9 and 16. And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000, and I heard the number of them. Might have to go back one. Let's read 15. And the four angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour and a day and a month and a year for to slay the third part of men, sons of the wicked. Right? And I heard the number of them. Of who? The army. The number of the mounted troops was twice 10,000 times 10,000. I heard their number. 200 million mounted troops. What are mounted troops? Joel 2. What does this say? The army of locusts. The what of locusts? Army. Mounted troops. Okay? These are missiles. The army of locusts. Joel 2 and 7. They, the mounted troops, shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the wall like men of war, like an army. It's talking about missiles. They shall march everyone on his ways, and they shall not break their ranks, like an army. Jump back up to 3. Joel 2 and 3. This is a missile. A fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. That's the missile. Now this is what the missile does. The land is as the Garden of Eden before them, paradise, untouched, before it detonates, and behind them, when it detonates, behind them a desolate wilderness, nothing left. Yea, and nothing shall escape them. So the army of locusts being spoken of are missiles. Okay? When you go back to Revelation, there's 200 million. So when you get these low ball numbers like this, you know they're lying. And I mean, one warhead could have how many smaller warheads in it, right? And as things go to micro swarms of drones and blah, 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 how many micro nuclear warheads can you get into one big payload? Things to think about. Anyway, with that, we're going to go ahead and close. We hope that the lecture edified you, brothers and sisters. 200 million missiles. That's the count. Shalom.